former U.S. Marine who was a boat captain off the coast of West Africa, who was attacked by military mercenaries with AK-47 that had a connection with Boko Haram, which is a terrorist organization in West Africa. The Somalis are mainly fishermen that don't have any money. They're not, to call them pirates is a stretch. Boko Haram, those guys are the real deal. And my guy got kidnapped, taken into the jungles, tortured for 17 days, and eventually ransomed out. So those are kind of like my two East and West Coast of Africa piracy cases. I haven't had many piracy cases since then, and one of the reasons is they didn't used to let the men and women going through the Somalia, the dangerous areas, arm themselves. And now they do. And guess what? No more pirate attacks. What a shock.
Yeah.
So I feel really good. One of the things I feel really good about the case is it went from literally hundreds of piracy attacks a year off the coast of Somalia to zero. And I think that's because our lawsuit forced them to change the way, all of the shipping companies forced them the way they were doing business.
And how did that original cook get a hold of you? Do you know if it was through a referral or a Google search, or?
It was a referral lawyer that sent it to me that knew I did maritime cases. And what had happened was the crew comes back and they get with Captain Phillips and they're like, we should do a story on this together. And Captain Phillips says, screw you guys, I'm doing this by myself. And they're like, wait a second. First of all, you're the guy. So here was everybody's like, who did you sue? Did you sue the pirates? And I was like, no, I sued the shipping company and the captain. Why? What did they do wrong? Here's what they did wrong. They were specifically told by every single international maritime organization in the world, stay 200 nautical miles off the coast of Somalia. Why? Because the fishermen's boats couldn't go out that far. So they would be completely safe.
Right.
What did Captain Phillips decide to do? He went more than twice as close as he was told to go. Why did he do it? Because it saved fuel. What does saving fuel do? Saves money. So he literally drove this boat right through the most pirate-infested waters in the world. And then they're making him out to be this big hero. He's not a hero. He's a doofus. I took his deposition over 2 days. He's the reason this happened. And the crew was upset that the story was going to be Captain Phillips is a hero and we're idiots. The reality is Captain Phillips caused this incident and the crew were heroic. So they stuck the whole crew in a 120-degree room with no food and water. They had no weapons. People that might have seen the one surviving pirate, when they did the perp walk in federal court, had an eye patch, like a white eye patch. His eye had been injured. That's because one of my clients took a spoon out of the galley and stabbed him in the eye with it. So it was the crew that was really fighting these guys off. Captain Phillips basically just quit